Hello! What's going on here? It's Bits and Bytes. From anything to everything.
Morning, everyone. Morning on this Wednesday. Welcome to Bits and Bytes from anything to everything. Another episode, our 11th one. It's a great pleasure for me and your co-host Johan to give you this. Welcome, Johan.
Good morning, Paul. Good morning, everybody. Out of a cold Western Cape, wet Western Cape. But yeah, it's a privilege to be here on the 11th show already. Paul, how was your week, my friend? What did you do?
Played around with things on the PC. I try to do some work. Sometimes it's possible, sometimes not. I actually work in the night. I work much better in the night. It's quieter. But you know what? I definitely played around with the NVDA coach, a wonderful tool, and it really helps a lot.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I've also like to work at night because it's quiet and no disturbance, as you say. But you can concentrate more if you are not tired, nah. Paul, last week we spoke about the NVDA coach, and somebody asked me, can we give them a tip? Is there one tip that we can give them for the NVDA coach?
Johan, I've been thinking, and my wife always says I shouldn't think because then the house may burn down. Well,
Yeah,
at this stage, I had to think quite a bit because this coach, it's really a very vast let's call it a vast tool to learn NVDA. And if we can maybe do a coach tip every week, then it would maybe help people. So
that
yes,
will
thank
be
you.
wonderful, Paul.
Yes,
That will be wonderful because there's a lot of people that have questions.
yes, and also people, you know, I suppose I shouldn't say it on the on public, but well, I'm lazy. Sometimes
Yeah, we know
I
that
mean,
from school.
yeah, I don't want to go and search for stuff. And I mean, I know I have to. Often I have to. That's why this podcast is here because we do research. But um, so the coach, as I said last week, and I'll say it again and again and again for people the new people and people who just forget. To start the coach after you have installed it from the store, the add-on store, NVDA key N to go to the NVDA key, NVDA menu. NVDA key is the insert, the big insert, and the numpad 0, or your caps lock key you can also use for that. So, and then the N to go to the NVDA menu, T for tools, and the A for add-on store. There you can, tab until you get to we call it tab sheets or tabs at the bottom. And you go to installable add-ons, and you can then tab till you get to the list of add-ons. You will get the coach there. It is definitely NVDA coach. It's in the list of add-ons. You can then just applications key and then down arrow to install or and then you must close your add-on store because it's going to then install the add-on and ask you to restart. Okay. Then you will restart NVDA. It will restart by itself. You can just press enter there. And the add-on is installed. Right. So to run the coach is NVDA key and shift and C for coach. NVDA key, shift, and C. Okay, so
So
that's
it's
how
NVDA key and a capital C
that's it.
for
NVIDIA,
the people
yes,
that want to simplify it.
yes,
NVDA
that's the.
key and capital C.
Mhm.
Okay?
So then the coach runs. So the tip I want to give is you can press enter to move from step to step. Often there are 3 or 4 steps in a lesson. You just press enter and Control plus N for November moves you to the new chapter or a new lesson. That's
Okay,
the
can I
tip.
move back? Can I move back to the previous lesson?
Yes, you have to press escape and then press Control, excuse me, NVDA, and then, as you say, capital C or Shift and C to go back to the coach menu, and then you have to arrow down to the lesson that you want to move back to. There's no back key.
Okay, so what you say is, if I understand correctly, if you use the NVDA key plus capital C, you go into a lesson menu, and then you can choose the lesson where you want to start.
You can, yes.
That is that correct? Okay,
Yes,
and then if you enter on that lesson, it opens the lesson up. Is that correct?
that's correct.
Okay, and then in the lesson, you press enter to follow the lesson steps up and down. And then if you're done with the lesson, you want to go to the next one, you use NVDA key plus N for next.
No, Control plus N. Control N.
Oh, control plus N.
Yes, but you can also just press enter. You can if you want to. But why I mentioned the Control N is because, often people get into a lesson, Johan, and they find, oh, I know this. Then
Yeah, then you don't want to enter through the whole lesson. Then you
yes,
can
that's
skip the
it.
whole lesson.
Yes.
Okay, now another question. Um, if we are in the lesson, how do I go to the top of the lesson?
Meaning if
Is
you want
there a
to,
shortcut key?
no, you can repeat the lesson. Or whatever has been said there, you can repeat because it reads stuff. So it basically it's self-voicing, or it uses your synthesizer's voice, so it guides you through the lesson. It's
Wait. So the coach is only a text document. It's not physical lessons that you have to do
yes,
on the fly.
there are practice stuff that will open. But that's what's so interesting how it was written. And I've got no knowledge of things like that, and how it was written. But um the app, because it's an app, or the add-on, was written in a way that actually guides you through the lessons with the keystrokes that you must press, and it reads stuff out to you. And then, like, if it asks you, it will say a practice screen will now open, and you must do this or this or this or this. And then you must come back to the lesson by Alt and Tab and press Escape. It gives you a
The
total.
keystrokes, what you must do, everything.
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
that's cool.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
super cool. Paul,
yeah.
thank you for this NVDA tip. Friends, followers, colleagues, neighbors, neighborhoods, I hope you guys enjoyed this NVDA coach tip, and I hope you understand. If you have a problem with NVDA or JAWS that we didn't spoke about today, feel free to email Paul. We will give his email address at the end. Remember, he's a certified NVDA trainer as well as a JAWS trainer. Not a George trainer. He don't like George at all. He says it's too cold there. So yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
next question that I have for you, my friend. I have a lot of questions today. I hope you have time.
You always have a lot of questions.
I'm a questionable guy.
Mm. Yeah.
um, if I don't want to use the Google space to save my passwords and usernames, and I don't want to use the Windows space for the usernames and the password saves. I know of a thing in iOS, they call it keychain. Now, my question is, if I don't use my phone on the internet, for example, I don't browse with my phone on Google or Safari or whatever, is there a way that I can save my password that I've chosen into my keychain without having my phone browsing the internet?
Johan, now that is a very interesting question because of the simple fact that people often forget passwords. I know that in one of our conversations the other day you said that you only use a few. Now I use lots of passwords and I forget them easily. So
Yeah.
people
You see, I'm not clever enough to remember everything, so I have to use simplified tasks in my day-to-day going about. Otherwise, I have a problem.
Maybe then I think I'm clever, but I'm not clever. No, but so yes, to answer your question, yes, and I'm going to demonstrate this. I put my Bluetooth speaker on here and I connected my phone because we're going to use voiceover and I'm going to, for security reasons, not going to show my phone.
Oh, that's a pity. We wanted to see your passwords. All the blind people wanted to see your passwords on screen.
all my banking stuff and all the whatever and all the
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
all my money. Well, it's okay. Let's speak positively. Then I'll definitely have lots of money one of these days. Okay, so I'm going to. Can you hear my? Let's see if we can if we can. I don't know if I'm going to have to share my screen, but I don't think so because the microphone will pick it up. Come on.
I don't hear your jaws at all.
9:24 a.m.
That I can hear.
AI
That's your
tools
phone.
folder.
Yeah. Okay, no, then that's okay. Jaws, luckily, no, it's not necessary to hear that now at the moment. Okay, so I'm gonna ask Siri to open my passwords app. It's an app where I store all my passwords. Open passwords.
Alert. Touch ID to view passwords.
Okay, so the moment you open your passwords app, it's going to say Touch ID to view passwords or Face ID. It all depends what phone you have. So let's
Yeah, and
just
if you have a fingerprint reader or only the camera.
yeah. So
Okay.
let's swipe right because I want to show you something.
Cancel. Button. Cancel. Button. Cancel. Button.
So the phone makes a sound, basically almost, because we are at the end of the menu or of the options, meaning that you cannot use your phone's passcode. That is the 6-digit figure or pass or code that you use when you switch your phone on. You can't use your passcode to unlock this
The
password
keychain.
app. Yeah.
Okay.
You have to use your fingerprint or Face ID. Okay. So I'm going to use
Okay.
my fingerprint.
Passwords. More. Button.
Okay. So now I'm in the passwords app. Now I have, because that's where we want to go. We're not interested in all the passwords and the stuff. We are interested in actually going and creating a new password, but manually.
Yeah. Adding a new password manually.
Yes. Let's see if it's possible.
Password. Heading. More. Button. More. At all. Passkeys. Codes. Wi-Fi. Security. Deleted. Over. Search. Search. New share group. Button. Search. Dictate. New password. Button.
So there it
New
is.
password.
New password.
New password.
And it's at the end. So if
Okay.
you want to just slide your finger down to the bottom, let's see if it works.
security, global, search, dictate, new password, button,
So it's at the end. So I'll double tap there.
text field, is editing, save, button, new password, heading,
So it's a heading at the I'm at the top of my screen.
cancel, button, cancel,
First I get the
button,
cancel button, then if
new
I
password, heading,
swipe right,
save, button,
there's a save button there. Let's swipe right.
text field, is editing, title, 1 of 5, character
This
mode, insert,
this is the title that you can what is your password title? Let's say you say, in my instance, it was like my SARS or my tax password that I wanted to save, that I could remember it if I want to go into e-filing. Then I would, type a title in there. Then I would go swipe right.
username,
The username is the username that you would fill in.
user, text field, to password,
And then you swipe right to password field.
20 bullets, text field, 3 of 5,
And why it says that is just so that it's just giving you an example. Basically, you can type in the password, whatever it is that you have written down, that you have created.
website,
Why is it says 20 bullets? Is it a maximum of 20 characters?
No,
Or
it's
can
just
you push it?
yes, you can. It's just voiceover that says that.
Okay.
website,
Website,
example.com,
you don't have to put anything in there,
notes, text field,
any notes,
you,
and
Okay.
then you would go up to save.
And then you just save it, and it will be available in your password app.
app switcher, passwords, iPhone name,
yes, I just
switcher,
closed. Yes, it would then it's there, available for you to use.
Awesome. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that tip as well. I know there's people that don't know or don't think about passwords, but that's a very big, essential, day-to-day thing that you use. And if it's gone, it's gone. If it's out in the open, you can't get it back. You have to change it then. So
Johan?
I think to do the security on that,
Yes,
this
yes.
app is one of the best that you can get. Although you don't need to use your phone to go physically to the website or go physically to the email or whatever, you can still use it to save your passwords.
No, definitely. Yeah, I'm sorry, we are running out of time. This is all that we have time for today. So I hope that everyone enjoyed this. Sorry if it seems a bit short. I don't know if what's happening here. Maybe because I've just been notified by Zoom that our time is almost up. So yeah, that's the only pity here. I'm using a Zoom free account. So
And
I hope
I wanted to ask a few more questions, man.
people they are going to have to wait for the next podcast. But I'm telling you, some exciting stuff will be coming up. So please don't hesitate. Please follow. Please subscribe. Please join. Please, people. This, we are really working hard behind the scenes to get ideas, stuff that will really interest all of you. Thank you so much for joining me, Johan. It was wonderful. I'll just talking to you again.
Paul, thanks for having me on the show. People, thank you again for listening to us and watching this podcast video of ours. Just to remind you, remember Paul is a certified trainer in NVDA JAWS. He can give some Windows lessons as well. You feel free to contact him on his email address. We will give it just now. And yeah, thanks again for listening, Paul. Have a nice week further, my friend.
Thank you. My email address pd906156@gmail.com. pd906156@gmail.com. Have a great one.
Hello! What's going on here? It's bits and bytes. From anything to everything.